to deal with our financial lives and their lives under COVID-19. Hi, my name is Paul Lima. I'm a freelance writer and trainer. Like everybody else, I'm wondering what the hell is going to happen with COVID-19. I understand that governments are trying to take health action to protect us from this virus, but I'm not hearing anybody say they have to take financial action too. Governments must take urgent financial action to deal with our financial lives and their lives. They are at stake under COVID-19. Governments are going to go into stupidly ridiculous debt and may even go bankrupt supporting their populations. And thankfully, they are attempting to support us as businesses go under during the COVID-19 virus outbreak. There just isn't the money to support all of us. It can no longer be business as usual. Here's what they should do, and they should do it soon, if it's not already too late. They should do this now. Suspend all rent and mortgage payments. Hey, but I hold a mortgage on your house. Protect the mortgage holders, but suspend all rent and mortgage payments. People are out of work. More and more people are out of work. Businesses are going under. People will not be able to afford their houses, their apartments, their condos. Suspend the repayments of all business loans, other than loans taken from the day of the legislation onward. If the government says we're going to suspend all loans today and tomorrow you take out a loan, we're going to suspend the repayment of all business loans today and tomorrow you take out a loan, okay, you're responsible for it. Government should suspend the repayment of their debt. What's the point of throwing money into debt payment when you have to support society, basically? Throwing money into debt payment is not supporting your population. Government should suspend interest on all pre-existing loans. So if I have a loan, and ladies and gentlemen, I don't owe any money, so this is not self-serving, but if you have a loan and the government suspends it, interest should not accumulate. Government should suspend stock market trading. We're all freaking out. Oh, the stock market's down 20%, it's down 10%, it's down 15%, whatever the case may be. Suspend stock market trading. The markets get it. We are headed for a financial disaster. So the question is, government, what are you going to do about it? Suspend stock market trading so those people who have investments in the market, and hey, I'm not a big capitalist, but you know what? You have investments in the market, you have your retirement tied up in the stock market, suspend the trading, end the losses. When and if we get over this, fine, resume life as it was. But right now, life isn't as it was. And I am waiting for somebody in government to wake up and say, holy crap, what the hell are we going to do? We can't afford to support you. We need to take urgent, drastic financial action. Roll back prices on essential food, clothing, and medication. Hey, if somebody doesn't need it, the filet mignon, the three-piece suit, the Viagra, fuck them. But roll back prices on essential food, the stuff we need to eat, clothing, the clothes we need to wear, and medication, the medication we need to keep ourselves alive. And if you do that, then cut wages by 75%, including pensions. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on a pension. If you cut what I have to spend, you can cut what I earn. I have zero problem with that. Urgent financial action is needed. At the same time, protect all farmers financially in any other way they need to be protected. If they can't produce food, we can't eat. Coronavirus isn't going to kill us. We're going to die of starvation. So protect our farmers financially in any other way they need to be protected. And protect all healthcare workers in any way they need protecting. If nurses and doctors walk off the job, who's going to take care of us? So let them know, as needed as they have been because people get sick, they are more needed than ever, and they should be protected. Seriously, folks, if we think it's going to be business as usual or that government will simply bail out the airlines, the oil industry, other failing businesses, etc., then we are deluding ourselves. Governments can't afford. And they're already talking about, oh, well, we're going to support the airlines, we're going to support the oil industry. Forget it. Governments can't afford to do that. They must take urgent financial action now. Let's stop deluding ourselves. It is no longer business as usual. Eliminate the financial concerns now for people and for businesses. I'm not a big capitalist, but I have no problem with businesses existing. They have financial concerns, and I'm saying eliminate the concerns for people, for individuals, for businesses, and for governments, or watch us degenerate into hell on earth. I mean, people are fighting over toilet paper. For God's sakes, let's produce the products we need. Let's make sure the products we need, including food, clothing, and medication, get to the people who need them. Nobody should have to pay for this, including our governments. I'm saying we need global, urgent financial action, or we are screwed. Screw capitalism and making money. Under the circumstances, what does money matter? Hey, if I say to you, here's $1,000,000, or here's food you can eat for a year, what would you choose? What would I do with $1,000,000 now? You can't eat money. Well, I'm going to buy nice clothes, buy a bigger house, and what? Isolate myself in the house and watch Netflix? What does money matter under the circumstances? It's survival or death. That's our choice, survival or death. And I think we want to choose survival. If anybody doesn't want to choose survival, to heck with them. Our governments should choose our survival, which is choosing their survival as well. Hey, when this is all over, we can go back to being the greedy little pigs we were, if that's what we choose to do. No problem. Let's make it through this shit if we can. And then if we want, go back to being the greedy little pigs we were. But until then, until we make it through, we cannot pretend that it is business as usual for anybody. Anybody wants to pretend that it's business as usual, they are so deluding themselves. I'm saying to government, do your job, lead. That's what you were elected to do. Do I wish I had to make this podcast and video blog? Not at all. But I am not hearing anybody say it. And I can't believe that I am not hearing anybody say it. Businesses are going under. It's no longer business as usual. People are being laid off, thrown out of work. It's no longer business as usual. I went to the store the other day to buy one loaf of bread. There was no freaking bread on the shelves. Government, I am asking you to lead, not only to get us through this crisis in terms of our health, but to get us financially through this crisis too. I'm not asking for money. I'm saying cut my pension. Go ahead, but freeze and cut prices. Support farmers and healthcare workers, the people who need to take care of us so we can get through this crisis. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this lasts days or weeks, not months or years, but I am afraid it's going to last months and maybe even years. Governments must take urgent financial action, and they must do it now. Thank you for listening.